So we are back today. It is Saturday. Got my little helper with me here, making things very difficult. Going to be doing the suspension correction today. I got two new upper control arms I'm going to put on this. I want to chop up the hood because I want to reduce some weight and I don't need all this stuff, so I'm just going to be cutting all that off so I can put the venting in through the hood, so I can keep the hood on while I'm drifting. And I don't know what else, but I think that is everything for today. I might find more shit as I go. So here I am. Got the lower control arm bolts out. This one's loose. Oh, this doesn't have a bolt. Just 14 mil bolts holding them. There we go. It's the front. And should just pull out. There we go. So, not the greatest of shapes. So one tip to putting on upper control arms: set the control arm in the angle you want and only then tighten the bolts, or else you're going to destroy the bushings in here. So I set it up, hand tighten. See, just hand tighten just to get the general there, the angle, and now I'm going to start tightening them up, and that's how you prolong your inner control arm bushings. So this is where I sit. So I've gotten the rears, the spacing between the collars are 4.75 inches. And the fronts are 2.25 inch on the threaded bodies. So this is the fitment I'm going with. I'm not slamming the front because I have 18s as dailies. Well, whenever I do decide to drive this on the street. And also I only have 18-inch federals. So maybe if I find another size of 17s, I'll drop it a little bit. But for now, I'm going to be drifting with 18s and dailying with 18s. So sticking with 18s in the front, that's why I gave it quite a bit of space. Plus, if you sit it down a bit, a little bit of body roll, once you transfer it over, it's going to sit down a little bit more. Plus, I have an angle kit coming for this, so I feel like the extra clearance won't hurt. And yeah, as you guys can see, the hood is off. It's over here. So what I'm going to be planning, or what I am going to be doing, is you can see the markings. I'm making markings all the way around the bracing of the hood. I'm going to be chopping off every little bracing. All this stuff is extra added weight, which I do not need. I'm going to leave the middle reinforcement for that little like scoop, just because if I push the car or somebody pushes it, I don't want it to just dent in. I'm going to be using, where is it? A very basic little, it's basically a Harbor Freight Princess Auto 20 bucks grinder, a high-speed wheel, and let's get to it. I'm doing this because if I get into a front end accident, hood's crumpling regardless, might as well drop some weight, and it's a lot easier for vent installs, and it's a lot less weight. This freaking hood is very heavy, so plus the hood's like what, 100 bucks, so here we go. So this is where we are. One side's done. Very easy, very thin. This is all it is. That's what I'm left with. Nice full open hood. Still have all the reinforcement around it. I'm gonna leave the middle bar here, as I stated. I'm gonna get a little wire wheel, just clean these all up. Spray paint them, make sure nothing rusts. But as I was going through it, I noticed this hood is cracking. If you can see those stress cracks, that's the good side. This side, not so much. So I think I'm gonna need a new hood sooner than later, so good thing I'm doing this now. I get to practice. Back to the time lapse. Everything's been grinded down. Everything's all smooth to the touch. All good. So this is how I ended up doing it. Everything's been sanded down, touched up, so ready for paint. Just gonna rattle can it, not do anything crazy. That's that. I wonder how much lighter the hood got. I should have waited before, but those are the reinforcing. My ears are ringing non-stop. Oh, that's just an air leak at a very high pitch. But as you guys can see, the previous owner had plans for your GTE, but the way he built this car, he should stay far away from a GTE. There we go. That's what it is. I'll try and put it back on with my girlfriend. Luckily, she's, yes, believe it or not, the whole time I've been working on this, my girl has been here at the shop with me, messing about. I have the pupper here. She went and got me food. Awesome girl. It is now, I don't know what time. Bumper's back on. So I got the suspension all set. I flipped my daily wheels. As you can see, there's literally no tread on the outside, new on the inside. Flipped them both sides. So I have tread. This is just my daily kind of transport wheels slash drive around the city in. That's the ride height we settled at. Woo! That's where she sits for today. I'm gonna leave it here until I figure out the angle kit. Did some cleaning up here so I can get the bolts in. Oh, and also I flipped the fronts as well, which these were a big pain in the butt. Because I went drifting with them. Figured, yeah, see, it's out. I'd flip them because I drive around with them and go to the track. Here as well, I was cleaning it out so I can put another bolt through here, but it snapped. Oh, I don't have it, so I have to drill it out and put a nut and bolt on it. Same thing as the fronts. Hood's still off. It's because I did all the trimming there. I got the rear bumper on because it's, I don't know, I think I'll just keep it on for now. Literally just self-tap and zip tie it all together. Because when I get an alignment on it, I'm going to be waiting on parts, and electrical I can just do in my garage. I don't need to have it at the shop. So this is kind of just to less bait, less cops, less attention from the cops. I'm going to leave the front bash bar on. I don't know, we'll see how it goes, but alignment Monday. And then I think I'll be taking her home for storage for the meantime until all the parts come in. That's it. Gotta put the hood on and then we're done.